All right, guys. I'm Danny Casatelli. I'm from Waterville. I'm a senior, and I run track and cross country.
All right, Danny, what is the number one thing that made a difference for you from last cross country season to this cross country season?
I got my training adjusted quite a lot, and my weightlifting was very different because I went to Eric. I wasn't on really a tailored plan, but now that I am lifting a lot, stronger, I feel faster, and it's benefiting me a lot.
You said a change to your training program.
Yeah.
For running. What's the biggest difference in your workouts, or that you think made that difference? Hard days, easy days, both. What do you think?
The hard days are harder, and they're more specific to what event I'll be running or what kind of race is coming up. So that made a big difference. And my easy days are very high recovery wise, but with a good amount of mileage. So I'm able to get good work in, but also prioritize a good recovery. So
what's the difference between last year's summer training and this year's summer training that made a difference when racing?
A lot of speed development would help me towards the end of the races where I really needed to kick. I upped my mileage quite a bit from last year, and just more tailored workouts that helped a lot.
Not just to the team, but just to you.
Yeah, just to me.
You come from a small team, though.
I'm the only guy on the cross country team.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So maybe a little easier to individualize that when there's one guy.
Yeah.
If you had to pinpoint one type of workout in cross country season that made the difference, what would it be?
Fartleks.
Really?
Yeah, because wasn't a lot of recovery time, so really got me lactic and helped me fight through a lot of the efforts, and it really showed when I was feeling it mile and a half into the race, where the race starts to really get challenging, and I got really strong from that. So
last year's easy pace, what was it?
I was running 8 minutes.
What's this year's easy pace?
7 flat.
And what about your workout interval paces?
They're 30 seconds faster than what I ran last year. Yeah.
And what was your PR last year and then this year?
I ran 15:47 in a full 5K last year, and I finished with a 15:31.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you.
Were you more consistent this year across all your races?
Yes. I peaked right in the middle of my cross-country season last year, and this year I was consistent. I was just improving every single race, and my training, you brought me there, so.
What about lifting? What's one exercise you think is super important that helped you get where you need to be?
There's so many, but I like RDLs a lot. I think that really benefited, and hip thrusts. It really helped fix my form, corrected it a lot, helped me push my hips forward more when I was running, and overall just gave me a better stride and a stronger stride. So
probably helped a lot toward the end of the race when you're kicking.
Yep.
To have that power.
Yep.
Cool. What was your favorite memory from cross country this year?
Favorite memory? That's tough, but probably coming 5th at Burnt Hills. That was probably the best race of my season. I was in the championship race, very deep field, and I managed to come in the top 5. And some of those kids that beat me, they went off and went to NXN. So, it was a great day. So, yeah.
What's next? Where are you going to college?
Stony Brook University.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good team, you think?
Very good team, yes. They're very good. They have a sub-4-minute miler on their team, and they sent a couple people to some European games, and yeah.
What's a goal for you this track season, indoor or outdoor?
Be consistent and just, run the races correctly and when they matter the most. I rather run a terrible race in the middle of the season where it doesn't matter, but I want to peak in championship season. I don't want to just go out run for sub 420 in the middle of the season and not be able to do it in championship season. So
you're one of the kids that had early success in running.
Yeah.
How have you been able to maintain that? Or you had early success, that's got to be really stressful mentally.
Oh yeah, I kind of lost it, because once I got all that, success with some really fast races, like during my freshman season, kind of got in my head a lot. I was putting way too much pressure on myself, and it's negatively affected me, a lot. I wasn't able to, run very fast. Didn't even want to race anymore because I was just, losing every time because I was putting too much pressure on myself. So,
how did you come out of that?
Just trusting, my faith and my training, and, just, knowing that I'm young and I have a lot of time, and there's no need to put pressure on yourself. The sport's supposed to be fun and not stressful. Yeah.
That's good. Not a lot of people, they have early success and they struggle to like find a way out of that.
Yeah.
Is that what got you out of that faith, that mindset, or was there something you had said to yourself or something you learned along the way?
Yeah, it was definitely my faith, and also knowing that you shouldn't put all this pressure on yourself because you're young, you're gonna make mistakes, but also just success is not easy, and you need to trust what you're doing, and yeah.
And one thing I say for a lot of kids who are kind of in this boat is keep showing up.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you hit a slump after some early success, just keep showing up.
Yeah.
I don't care that you didn't run fast. Show up the next day.
Yeah.
I don't care that you had this problem, show up the next day. It's so hard to do it.
Oh, yeah.
And it's so hard to just be I love the sport and it's not loving me back right now, but just show up tomorrow. As long as no matter what you think in your head, as long as you just keep showing up.
Yeah.
I think that also gets you through it too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you're able to show up, even when you don't want to, you already beat half that battle, so.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Just keep showing up, and then one day it'll turn around.
Yeah, and it did for me. I kept showing up. My junior season was probably one of the worst seasons I've ever had, just throughout my career. And
was it just the whole year?
It wasn't the whole year. It was more outdoor. I went from I ran 425 indoor, and I barely could break 5 minutes in the outdoor season. It just felt like everything was crashing down on me, and I was contemplating even wanting to finish the season, but I kept showing up and kept trusting my training, and I made some switches, and and now I'm here and I'm running very fast consistently, and the results are showing. So,
who's on your list of people to thank for this and your training and your success and doing well?
Definitely you, my coaches, and my parents. They helped me through a lot of it. They gave me some tough talks, because none of this would happen without my parents and all my coaches, and they gave me a pretty deep conversation about obviously you're gonna run into some failures, but you have to keep working every single day, because you lose when you give up, and I never gave up, so I didn't lose.
Final thoughts from Danny Casatelli.
Just keep putting in the work, trust your coaches, trust your training, and everything will work out. All right, so yeah.